If you already have a YouTube channel, you are one decision away from getting paid for it, not by chasing subscribers, not by waiting on AdSense to send you a check that barely covers dinner, by opening a door that the people who already watch you can walk through. Here's where you are right now. You have people who watch everything that you make. You answer the same question 40 times a week for free, and you have never once charged anyone $1 for it. Everything you earn still requires you to show up. Stop showing up, it stops. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn the audience you already built into income that shows up every month. Not a course, not a funnel, a room. And I already know what you're thinking because everyone I coach says the same 3 things. I give it all away for free. Why would anyone pay for what they can already get for nothing? And I don't want to be that person. Good. That's exactly why this is going to work for you. The free stuff isn't the problem. The free stuff is the exact reason they'll pay you. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing on screen, show you the platform that I use, show you exactly where to go, what to click, and I'll show you a guy who did this with an email list that he hadn't touched in 2 years. So let's be honest about where you actually are. You're not somebody who needs to start a business. You're already running one. You produce, you publish, you serve an audience, you show up on a schedule, whether you feel like it or not. That's a business. It just has no way to pay you. And the reason it has no way to pay you is not your audience. It's not the platform. It's not the algorithm. It's not the tech. And it's definitely not that you need more subscribers first. I asked a guy in one of my communities this exact question a few weeks ago. 69,000 people follow this man. And I asked him what he thought was really in the way. And he gave me 5 words. It's just me. Isn't it? Yeah, it's you. And it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because nobody ever gave you permission. So you've been sitting there waiting for somebody to do that. And in the meantime, here's what's true. Nobody can buy anything from you if it isn't for sale. Your people aren't saying no. They've never been asked. Let me tell you about one of my clients that I work with. His name is Don. Don plays bass. He's won a Grammy. He's been touring for 30 years. He has 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. He also had an email list, over 4,000 people who had asked to hear from him, and he was barely using it. And he had a room, and he was only sending emails to the people who had already bought from him because he didn't think that the rest of the list wanted to hear from him. So I told him to send one email to the entire list telling them that the room exists. He sent that email. 30 people joined in 5 days. It wasn't a course launch, no new funnel, no new subscribers. One email to people who were already there. And you want to know what that community looked like from day one? It was a front door and a welcome message. Nothing in the classroom. Here's the part that almost nobody sees, and I didn't see it at first either. When you give it all away and it's actually good, you're not losing anything. You're building the only thing that matters. Somebody finds you, watches 4 of your videos, fixes the thing that they were stuck on for a year, and never pays you a nickel. What do you think is going through their head? If this is what he gives away for free, what's the paid stuff like? That's it. That's the asset. You can't buy that. You can't run ads at it. There is no shortcut to it. It takes years of showing up and being right over and over in front of the same people. And you already did it. It's sitting there right now. Everybody else trying to start something online this year is 2 or 3 years away from what you already have. So you're not building a business. You already built it. You just never turned it on. This is a light switch. I got a message about this a few days ago. A guy in one of my communities, he teaches people how to cook. He's not a musician. He's not a coach. He makes recipe videos. 69,000 subscribers in 9 months. Before he built anything, He just asked his audience. About 50 people said that they would show up even if the room was empty. Another 400 voted on what they'd want to see first. He opened it the other day. 15 people joined in the first few days. Several of them paid for a full year up front. And he still hasn't pointed his channel at it yet. He'd only just gotten around to putting up the links. When I asked him how it went, he didn't say one word about money. He said it's a relief to just get started. Here's where almost everybody gets this wrong, and you need to hear it before I show you how to build the thing. You think the room has to be impressive. You've been likely looking at other people's communities. They look polished. There's a classroom full of modules. Everything is edited, a real curriculum. And you're sitting there going, I can't do that. I need 6 months and I need an editor. And I get why you think that. YouTube taught you that. On YouTube, production is the product. Better thumbnail, better edit, better lighting, more views. That's the game that you've been playing for years, and you're really good at it. So the second someone actually pays you, your brain says the production has to go up. If they watch for free and it looks this good, then paid better look twice as good. And it is the complete opposite. Somebody said this to me almost word for word a few days ago, and it took him about 5 minutes to get there. Most people, it takes like 6 months, and some people never get there at all. Here's the flip. On YouTube, more content means more growth. In the community, in the room, more access means more retention. On YouTube, you talk and they watch. In the community, if you're the one doing all the talking, it's dying. On YouTube, a bad video costs you views. In the community, a quiet week costs you members. Same person, same skill, almost every rule inverted. And this is not a small thing to get wrong. I've got a guy who built a membership once and ran it like a course. New lesson every single week because he thought that's what they were paying for. He burned out, shut the whole thing down. His words were, I created a massive job for myself and I'm completely miserable. He was running it like a course, and that's what broke him, not the recurring part. You think they're paying for the classroom. They're paying to be near you. That is the entire product. The classroom is just where the stuff lives. I spend 0 minutes editing anything inside of my communities. 0. It's me talking to a loom. Some of it isn't even a video. It's a document or a text lesson. Your YouTube videos need that production. That's the front door. It has to look great. You answering a question for them does not have to look great. So if the thing stopping you is you don't have a polished room to open, good. You don't need one. Don opened his community with a door and a welcome message. 30 people walked in. All right, so here's how you actually do this. I'm going to give you the whole thing, and then I'm going to show it to you on my screen. I call it the Empty Room Playbook. I've taught this before, and I named it that on purpose because the empty room is the part that everybody is terrified of, and it's the part that actually works. 4 moves. Ask, open, tell, build. Number 1 is ask. Before you make anything, before you build a single lesson, you go to the people already watching you and you ask them what they're stuck on, not ChatGPT. I want to be clear about this one. ChatGPT will tell you that your idea is brilliant. ChatGPT has never given anybody $1. It certainly has not paid me. You ask real humans, the ones in your comments, the ones on your email list. I've built all my communities and all of my offers this way. I ask first. I ask real human beings, just like the cook I mentioned earlier who asked before he ever opened the room. It's the easiest way to validate. Then you open the room. Empty. Not when the classroom is done. Not when you've got a full curriculum. Empty this week. Here's the important part. You charge from day 1. And I know that feels aggressive and a little scary. Do it anyways. A free room teaches people that your stuff is free. And then you have to unteach them later. That's a much uglier conversation than putting a price on it now. Your free community already lives on your YouTube channel. Remember, Don's room was a door and a welcome message, and 30 people walked through it. Then you tell the people who already trust you. That's the entire marketing plan. You don't need to run ads. You don't need a funnel. You don't need to learn one new skill. You email your list. You mention it at the end of a video. You pin a comment. You put the link in the description. You put the link on your homepage. And then you do it again the week after that. People need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. Now, I'll be straight with you about something. I used to teach a version of this that had you making 50 comments a day for 120 days straight just to get strangers to notice you. 4 months of grinding to build traffic out of nothing. You don't have to do any of that. You already have the traffic. It's sitting in your subscriber count. This is the part that everybody skips because it feels like selling. And all you're doing is telling people that a door exists. The last one is build, which everyone wants to do first. You build it with them, not for them, with them. You ask what they're stuck on. They tell you. You make the thing that fixes it. It goes in the classroom. Then you ask again. That's the loop, and it never stops. And the reason it works so well is because you're never guessing. You never build something that nobody asked for. Every single thing in the classroom is in there because a paying member told you they wanted it. Ask, open, tell, build. Now, this is usually where somebody says, that sounds great, Brian, but I have no idea how to actually do any of that. So I'm going to show you. The first thing you're going to do is go right here to skool.com/sign up, and I will leave a link in the description. It is an affiliate link. If you do choose to use it, then I will earn a commission. You will go here and click on create your community, and you have a choice to make. You can either go with the hobby plan at $9 per month, or you can go with the pro plan. There is no reason for you to go with the pro plan unless you want to run ads, or you know that there's going to be a ton of members joining from day one and you want to pay lower transaction fees. Otherwise, just go with the $9 per month hobby plan. You get a 14-day free trial. Click here. Give it a name. You can change this later, and then you would start your free trial. And once you join, you're going to get taken right here, which is to the community feed. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your about page and put some copy on here. Now, I've got a template here that I can give you, and I'll tell you how to get that by the end of this video. You don't want to overdo this, right? This is the first run at it, and it's going to change, and it should. Like, do not sit here for 3 days trying to write the perfect about page. Fill in the blanks. Get it live and tweak it later once you've actually got traffic hitting it. You can't optimize a page that nobody has visited. This is the important part right here, is the meet your coach or meet you. If you have any type of credentials or awards or number of years doing something, you want to make sure that it's on this page. This is something that a lot of people skip, and it will make all the difference when you put it on your about page. You're helping your audience make a decision on you. If you've accomplished something or won an award and it's not on here, then you're letting somebody else leave and learn it from somebody else who isn't as qualified as you are. This is a very freeing line right here, which is this room is brand new. The craft isn't, but the room is, and I'm building it with whoever gets here first. You put a price on here. You can offer a refund if you want. This is just a template. You don't have to follow this verbatim. The next thing you need to do is create this image right here. And in order to best illustrate this, I'm going to go to one of my existing groups right now, which is YouTube to Skool, and go inside the classroom and show you these prompts that I've created right here, these AI image generator prompts, and show you how quickly you can do something like this. This is an about page hero image right here. So I copy this prompt right here, and then I'm going to head over to ChatGPT. I'm going to put the prompt in here. You're going to adjust it for your own brand. I'm going to add an image of myself. Hit the enter button. The ChatGPT image generator works really, really well. Okay, so I've got the image here. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't use my glasses, but it looks pretty good. So I'm going to download that. I'm going to go back to the Skool community. I'm going to go right back to the about page here. And I'm simply going to download this image and then drop it in here, right here. It's uploading. And now this is my hero image. I'm going to get rid of that because that's not going to be the actual image for my group. It's this one right here. Okay, after we have the image done, next we want to go and set the price. And I'm going to show you exactly where to do that. This is my free community. And if you go here and click settings, then you will go to pricing, and then you decide, I don't want you putting a free group together. You're going to choose subscription, or you're going to choose tiers. For the beginning, I would just choose subscription, which is you give a monthly price and you give an annual price. So let's say you're at $37 for your group and you're offering the annual at a 20% discount. So maybe you're $359 for the year. You would change that. You would save it. Okay. Now my free group just went to paid. I'm going to switch it back in a second, but you'll see here on the about page, this group is now $37 per month. And if I click join now, then you'll see the two options, annual at $359 or $37 per month. Now I'm going to go back and change that to free because it's a free group. Click save. So now it's back to free. After you do that, you need your first 3 posts. And I'm going to show you what those 3 posts look like. And the best illustration of this is one of my community's Mindset School in the Start Here course. And when you think about the 3 posts, these are the things I want you to think about, which would be, where are you right now today when I meet you? Where do you want to be? And what is the roadblock between you getting from point A to point B? You can ask the end destination before they get into the group. So you can say something like, hey, what do you want to get out of this community? Like, what's the number one thing you want to get out of this community? Like, that's your end destination. Then in the post, you can do something like this, which is, and I do it in a poll. Quick question. Where are you at with your business and what's the biggest block? This is a poll that has 252 votes on it. So in this particular community, Mindset School, I teach people how to build their school communities and get paid members. A lot of people haven't even started yet. Most people are in research phase, which allows me to understand where the majority of people are. Like, they're still thinking about doing the thing and not doing the thing. The second question I ask them is what we are going to cover right here, which is, what is the block? So in this particular scenario, people want to earn enough income so they can get out of their jobs, but they're stuck researching the thing before starting the thing. And then I just ask, okay, why are you stuck? And they just say, okay, well, analysis paralysis, overthinking. These are the things. So if I can solve for these, then I can help them get to the end destination. Those are the 3 posts that you need in your group. Let's talk about the classroom. This is my most recent group, YouTube to Skool. I've got 81 members in here. I do workshops in this community. My classroom is very light. As you can see, I have a Loom video, I have a pin post, I have the Build Your School course, which is literally 4 modules. Again, more Loom videos. I'm not over editing any of this stuff. This YouTube to Skool right here isn't even ready yet. It's coming soon. And people still join the group and paid because of the promise that I make them and because they get proximity to me because I do workshops in this group. They see enough of me on YouTube. They don't need to come in here off of YouTube and watch more videos. They want to be closer to me. And that is the whole play. That is the whole game that you need to understand. Once you have your group built out, you need to get the link, which is always going to be right here. So you go into settings and then share your school link, right? And then you take that link, it's literally copied to the clipboard, and it's the link to this page right here, the about page. This is where everyone would sign up. Again, this is a free group. Don't start your group for free. And then you would put it everywhere. You put it in a YouTube description, a pinned comment, the channel banner. This is the tell step. Email it to people. And you've got to repeat it multiple times. You can't just send one email about your group. It has to be multiple. That's the whole thing. Room open. Put a price on it, get your 3 posts up, and the link somewhere your people can actually see it. That will take you about 20 minutes to do. Everything that I just did is written out step by step in the Empty Room Playbook. If you comment the word playbook down below, I will go ahead and send it to you 100% for free. All right, let me back up and tell you what this actually is, because it's easy to miss when you're staring at a setup screen. You've been making videos for years, and every single one of them dies. It spikes, it fades, and then you go make another one. That's the treadmill. And it's the same treadmill whether you've got 1,000 subscribers or 100,000. A member doesn't do that. The person who joins your room this Tuesday is still there in March. They're still there in June. They're still there while you're on vacation. They're still there the week you don't feel like making anything. They're still there when a video flops. 20 of them is a car payment. 100 of them at $30 is $3,000 a month that shows up whether you performed that month or not. And I want to be careful with that because I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is passive income. It is not. You have to show up in that room. You have to show up in that community. You have to answer people. It is work, but it's a different kind of work than the one that you've been doing. Nobody has to book you. Nobody has to hire you. Nobody has to click a thumbnail. The money stops waiting on you to perform. That's what the community is. That's the whole thing. Now here's your thing, not a list, one thing. Go open the room. Go open the community this week, today, if you can. Don't pick the perfect name. Don't build out the classroom. Don't wait until you've thought it all the way through because you've been thinking it all the way through for 2 years and it hasn't gotten you anywhere. Open it, put a price on it, and tell the people who already trust you. I know exactly what's going to happen with most of you. You're going to watch this, nod along, and do nothing. Same as the last 4 videos like this one. But some of you aren't. Some of you are going to go open the community tonight, and 5 days from now, you're going to be sitting there looking at people who paid to be near you, wondering why you waited this long. You already have the audience. You already have the trust. You already did the years. The only thing you've never done is open the door. Go open it. I'll see you in the next one.